Hello there. Why am I over here? Silly StreamYard. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Blitz Bounties live stream. I'm Tommy, and guess what? If you don't know what this is already, you should know that this is the stream series that I do very sporadically, very randomly, in many cases like today, very last minute. It is the stream series that I do here on Blitz Transmissions, really just when I get a pile of loot from Big Bad Toy Store most commonly, or when I get a haul from a toy show or a convention that I go to or something like that. Basically, when I've got a ton of pickups, then that's when I go in and I show them off on stream instead of just posting Instagram pictures of them. So today we've got some Black Series to cover from the pile of loot. We've got some vintage collection to cover. And we also have a non-Star Wars pickup I'm not going to bore you to death with, but it is super cool nonetheless. Before we get into the stream, before I show you the box, let's, of course, draw our attention to all the links in the description below. Of course, if you're not yet subscribed, subscribe to Blitz Transmissions. I've got awesome Star Wars content coming out all the time. If you're an ARC Trooper in the Blitz Transmissions Patreon, you will get all my content early, so you should check that out. Link in the description below for the Blitz Transmissions Patreon. $4.99 a month to become an ARC Trooper. You can also join the channel membership for just 99 cents a month. All my links to all my social media are down there if you want to join the Blitz Transmissions Discord. Alright, let me kick this guy out of here. Get this guy out of here. Here we go, the self-plugging. Get some merch. I also have the Blitz Transmissions Armory over on Printify. You can get this cool Blitz Transmissions trucker hat in one of three colorways. Let's take a look at who is in the chat. We got 212th Hunter first. 212th Hunter is a Rancor Battalion channel member. You know that by the little badge next to his name. And some perks of the Rancor Battalion channel membership include, but are not limited to, exclusive badges, priority replies in the comment section. You get to check out all my reviews early here on YouTube, and you also get access to an array of exclusive emojis. So make sure to check that out. We got Liam Ryan. What's going on? We got Mr. Star Wars 1138, third. He's also a Rancor Battalion channel member. Raul. I wish we could have started 15 minutes early, but I was sleeping up until about 15 minutes ago. So, woke up, took a little cat nap, woke up, and now we're here. He's also Rancor Battalion, and he's flexing. He's been a Rancor Battalion channel member for 12 months. We appreciate you, Raul. We've also got Dr. Jones. What's going on? Another Rancor Battalion channel member. He's excited for the pile of loot. We've got the Max Rebo Experience, who is both a Rancor Battalion channel member and an ARC Trooper in the Blitz Transmissions Patreon. So we appreciate you, Max Rebo, for being an above and beyond supporter. I could say the same about our friend Chris K, who is also a Rancor Battalion channel member and an ARC Trooper in the Patreon. Really, really appreciate you, man. We got B-Some flexing. He's been a Rancor Battalion channel member for 10 months. We got TD3 Trooper in here. What's going on, dude? He's flexing 14 months. All right, we got William Rodriguez in the chat as well. What's going on, dude? We already talked about this slopper. Commander Bly. Hashtag yes and. Hashtag yes and. And thank you to my friend Cogmotion on YouTube and Instagram. Make sure to go check him out. He is the one who I commissioned to make that awesome stop motion intro. Where did I see it? Where did I see it? Hip hip hooray. I was excited because my Orays were on the Orway. We're going to talk about those today. We got Lockstar in chat. What's going on? We got Phantom Menace Dennis. Iceman. What's up, dude? All right. I think we've mentioned everybody in chat. So let's get right into it. So this one's going to be pretty I say it's going to be quick, but you know me. I talk a lot. I'm long-winded. So basically, we've got our pile of loot. This was the box that this month's pile of loot came in. It's not a lot of stuff, you know, comparatively. I've definitely had some much bigger piles of loot, piles of poop from Big Bad Toy Store. So shout out Big Bad Toy Store. That's the place I go to for most of my action figure orders and pre-orders. They're extremely reliable, amazing customer service. It's actually, I guess it's old-fashioned at this point. You get to, you know, actually talk to a person on their customer service. They're completely awesome. I love their pile of loot feature, the flat rate shipping, so I can get all my toys all at once, and then every single month I feel like it's Christmas when all my stuff comes in. You know, why isn't it in a garment bag? I know, ask Target and Walmart. Why don't they ship my toys in garment bags. Yeah. Dr. Jones, how do these Patreon things work? I'm an old crusty unk, don't understand the newfangled things. Patreon's just essentially another platform. You get some extra perks by being a member of the Patreon, such as getting all of the content early. So before any of my videos go public on YouTube, you will see them on Patreon. So you'll have the opportunity to watch them there. It's also a great way if you want to contact me directly. I know a lot of you guys I just talked to on Instagram DMs and Discord DMs and such. But if you want to just support in an above and beyond way, you get to do that. I'm also going to be bringing back monthly giveaways very soon here. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, it's just if you want to get involved in some extra stuff here on Blitz Transmissions and support in an above and beyond way, then you will do what Bly does. I'm a dusty, crusty unk. Let the line die with me. So, all right. We got some stuff here. So we're going to be doing a live unboxing. Maybe two of them, but for sure one. So we got some Black Series first, and then I'll cover the Vintage Collection because what we're opening is the Vintage Collection. One of the Vintage Collection items. So, my Black Series items that I got were, I finally got the rest of the Maul Shadowlord wave. I don't know why this took so long for Big Bad Toy Store to get the rest of this Black Series wave, but dude, it literally took forever for this wave to show up from Big Bad Toy Store. I bought 11th Brother. It's weird, too, because I bought 11th Brother back in June at ICC-Con this year from one of our sponsors, Michael Gallupo, a.k.a. Infinity 3D Collectibles. I bought it from him, and because he already had it in because he's a wholesaler. And but then, like, you know, while I was at ICC-Con, I also got the email that 11th Brother was shipping soon. And then, you know, I waited and waited, and I was expecting the rest of the wave, you know, because usually with Big Bad Toy Store, you get your email for one item, and then you get your email for, like, the rest of them, you know? Hey, Dana L. Hunter, what's going on? Welcome into the chat. But yeah, so I picked up the rest of the wave. So there were 4 characters in this wave. I bought, obviously, the whole wave. So I already have 11th Brother. You will not see a review for him because he was lumped in with all the stuff that I got when I did my Blitz, what did I call it? Blitz's Bachelor Party Playday stream. You can check that stream out here on Blitz Transmissions. And we did open up the Black Series 11th Brother. I don't know why that's so overexposed. What's going on here? But I have to say, he is really cool looking. But I really think I like the TVC one more. And big reason is because the TVC one, I don't have this issue. When I try to turn this dude's head on the Black Series figure, the head just pops off, and the neck peg is just a solid piece. So you can't, like, and you try to get him to look up, and it just pops off. It's not broken, it just pops off. So, you know, kind of lame, but I'm still happy to have the character on my shelf, and ultimately, like, this pose that I have him in right here, that's really all that I want him to do. And he'll go on my animation shelf. You can see my Black Series animation shelf. It's in timeline order, spans across these 3 bookshelves here. So, yeah, but it's still, it's a cool looking character. Very happy to have him. He will join my Maul Shadowlord portion of that shelf there. So, now, let's check out the rest of the wave. So this was the, technically not a repack. They did include Maul. I will say his face paint is, if it wants to focus, his face paint is absolutely insane. I don't think it's going to focus. It seems to be picking up the computer screen instead there. But, okay, bummer. Yeah, but he looks super cool. The eye paint especially is incredible on this guy. Not that you could tell. But yeah, Maul, super cool. I like that this is where he has a 1-up on the TVC version. He does include his soft goods cloak. I will definitely be including that accessory on my display because I already have my Clone Wars Season 7 Maul for my Black Series animation display up there. And, yeah, I think that for me, I need this different version because to me this is technically a different costume. Unfortunately, and I didn't even notice this until somebody else pointed it out to me, Maul actually wears boots in Maul Shadowlord. So, yeah. So, unfortunate, but I do plan to review this guy. So, if you want to see the review on him, keep a lookout for that. And then, obviously, if you get Maul, we're going to need Maul's new apprentice. We got Devin Izara. Now, I got to say, I'll be totally honest. I was very apprehensive to Devin when I first saw the trailers and the reveal and everything. I was like, here we go again, another new young character they're going to add into one of these new shows, and she's going to completely derail the whole thing. And I have to say, I was very deeply, pleasantly surprised by how well written Devin was in Maul Shadow Lord. So I have to say, with that, again, she has great face paint. For some reason, it doesn't want to focus on my webcam. It's really struggling today to focus, but yeah, she looks great. She does. And I will say my one critique, this is a critique I have on the Black Series and TVC versions of this character, I do wish that the scarf cape piece was soft goods and not hard plastic. Just because if I get her into those, lower, more dynamic poses, I ideally would like to have the cape on. And unfortunately, due to the sculpting of the plastic, it's going to get a little bit blocky, I guess, maybe. Blocky. But, yeah, it's going to get a little stiff. It's going to look stiff when you're posing her. But aside from that, though, looks great. Very excited for this character here. Agreed. Soft goods. Soft goods. Ooh, TD3 Trooper picked up Devin. Yeah. Yes, I agree. All of Shadow Lord and TVC. Soft goods wouldn't sit right like sculpt. Be fluffy and look bad. I don't know, man. I feel like they've been crushing it on the stitching on their soft goods lately. When San Diego announced new Black Series, I knew they were going to introduce Gar Saxon from Clone Wars. Yes, dude. I'm so excited that I didn't expect them to build on Maul Shadow Lord this soon at all. I was really pleasantly surprised when they did. But yeah, Devin looks great. Super excited to get her open there. Blockies, I knew someone was going to point that out. I have to say, I caved. I'm ashamed to admit, but I caved. I pre-ordered a Star Wars Blockies Champion Class model kit. I wasn't planning to, but I finally did it. And the one that they got me on, unsurprisingly, was the Champion Class Clone Trooper. So you can look out for that. I probably won't do a review of it just because it's a model kit, but still super excited for it nonetheless. Now, this one is easily the one that I was most excited for the Maul Shadow Lord Black Series wave. It is Rook Cast. I was so excited when they revealed her. And I was so excited to pre-order her too. She looks great. Again, face paint looks amazing on this one. Again, I don't know why my camera's struggling so much with focusing today, but it looks great. Super excited. I love that they also did the swappable helmet instead of the removable helmet. She looks fantastic. Awesome detail here. Easily, in my opinion, the standout of the wave. I hope she appears in TVC sooner rather than later. They even have some paint apps on her blaster pistols, so that's really cool too. But yeah, she was really truly. I really didn't care for her in Clone Wars Season 7. But I really am a fan of her in Maul Shadow Lord. I thought she was a great supporting character. And of course, spoiler alert, she meets her demise at the hands of Lord Vader in the finale, in the second to last episode of Maul Shadow Lord. So, yeah, this was awesome. Ooh, Phantom Menace Dennis just picked up the Bo-Katan blockies. Yeah, Sith Lord 229 was glazing that one. Who's telling me all that? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's see. It'd be so cool if they introduced the Clone Wars version of Rookcast. I agree. That'd be sick. Oh, there you go. Look at how good that face paint looks on her. I got it to focus this time. Yeah. I gotta say, the faces are great. On this whole wave, the faces are great. So I finally did finish the rest of the Maul Shadow Lord wave. So now I have, with this Big Bad Toy Store pile of loot, I now finally have my hands on this whole wave of Black Series figures, so I'm very happy about that. We got 212 Hunter dropping in, 20 months in the Rancor Battalion channel membership. Woo! We got Gen X Brian jumping in as well. What's going on, GXB? Welcome in. But yeah, so I've got that's pretty much it for Black Series. Now we got to talk about some vintage collection, and we're going to get into our live unboxing as well. So this one isn't new. This is just one that I was looking around on the website, and we got, hey, Uncle Dino 98. What's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in. But this is one that I just picked up on Big Bad's website. Every now and again, I'll pick something up that's just, you know, on sale or in stock. And I was like, you know what? I went on Amazon and bought the TVC Mandalorian Shriek-Hawk 4-pack. So I was like, well, they have this amazing, I've heard very good things about this, the TVC Paz Vizsla. If you look here, you can see he's got all his accessory spread here as well with the effects. And what I'm more interested in is the Gauntlet Shield and the Vibroblade. So that, and they have the, I believe this is the more accurate jetpack than what the Black Series version has given him multiple times now. So I was very excited to pick this guy up. I'm super excited to open him up and add him to the collection. But now, les pièces irrésistantes. Now you guys know I love the Battle of Geonosis. I love everything that has to do with it in the vintage collection. So, hip hip hooray! We got the vintage collection Ore and Geonosian Picador set. And this is what we're going to be live unboxing here on the Blitz Bounty stream. But guess what? We didn't just get one. We got two of the Geonosian Ore sets. But guess what? We didn't just get two of the Geonosian Ore sets. We got three of the Geonosian Ore sets. But guess what? We didn't just get three of the Geonosian Ore sets. We got four of the Geonosian Ore sets. That's right. I picked up four of the Geonosian Ores. Hip hip Ore. I picked up all four of these. But the reason I picked up four is actually all John's fault from SWTVC. So I got to give a shout out to the GOAT, the Vintage Concepts on Instagram. John informed me in his infinite mustache of wisdom that there are exactly four Ores that show up in Attack of the Clones during the Geonosis battle. Three of them do not have a chariot, and one has a chariot. So naturally, being the super over-the-top obsessive collector that I am, I went, well, obviously I have to have all four. If there's only four, I have to get all four. So, carriage giveaway. I'll be like the Amish. I'll be renting out these carriages to people, yeah? But, yeah, so I'm very excited. That's crazy. Yeah. Wow, that's... I guess, I don't know. According to some, I don't have real money still. But, you know, I paid in Bitcoin and crypto. Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy. I'm telling you, I'm not playing... Ore hoarding. Yes. I am stacking inventory. I'm going to get this put in an acrylic case and put a sticker on it. But I'm actually going to open at least one of these on stream. I'm going to save one to open for full review on Blitz Transmissions. But you know what would have been really smart? If I would have had my knife with me. So I'm going to go grab my knife. Give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I'm going to grab my knife real quick here. So, actually, this is not because I know, YouTube is so weird about that stuff. It's not a knife. It's a utensil that I will use to open my box. So we'll cut this bad boy open. So we'll just pop open the tab here. I'm also not keeping the boxes for these. Let's be real. Garbage is garbage. So we'll slide this open. It's in a nice little tray here. And the tray actually, so there's the box there. And then the tray actually contains a perfect cutout for our carded figure that's included here. So we get the new TVC figure being the Geonosian Picador. I love the card art shows the Ore mount as well. And you can see it's unpunched. Not anymore, but it was unpunched. A lot of these, actually all of these to my knowledge, do show up unpunched. So we will take a look at the figure in a bit, but obviously the main course. I'm going to jump right to the main course, skip the appetizer, is the Ore. Interesting. Okay, well, at first, to be fair, I was looking inside the box here, and I was like, why is there all this dead space in here? And then I realized that dead space is where the bubble for the Geonosis was. So, duh. But there it is, the Ore. He's a little smaller than I expected, but the Chariot is huge, dude. So let's take a look here. So, yeah, the Chariot is, I must say, much larger than I thought it was going to be. So that's cool. The strings here are a nice, you can see I'm really pulling on it here. It's got some nice tension to it. It feels like a nice high quality material here for these cords that will connect into the sides. And what they've done was they very cleverly stuck in this little bag. It's an open bag here. They stick it in the carriage itself. You actually get the reins that you would put in the Ore's mouth for the Geonosian Picador to, steer the mount. They also put in your little flight stand here, so that's awesome as well. Let's see. I kind of want to show you the carriage up close. The carriage looks great. Also, they did a good job of making the strings the same length. I have to give them credit there. This plastic is a very nice shine to it. It doesn't appear to be painted. It appears like it's cast in this like brick color here. This like very brown, this reddish brown color, and then the rest, like this very, this purpley color is what's painted on the back there. But you can see it's got nice detail here. I think it looks quite nice, actually. They did a very good job with the sculpting here, and you can see the stirrups here, which are very, very flexible here. Give you a better angle of that. The stirrups are very flexible, so you can fit the Geonosian's feet inside there, no problem. My camera's mirrored to what I'm doing, so I'm all screwed up. But the interior looks good too. Look at that. And these little chain pieces are separate pieces of plastic, and they're also very stretchy. They have a lot of they're very malleable, so nothing's brittle, but it feels very solid. Like the carriage itself feels very solid. So I guess I should probably look at like how this is on there. Okay, so there's actually 3 different connector points. So all 3 of the balls on this stand here, on this clear stand, you could technically use to put in. The one they use on the box seems to be the lowest one. Let me take a look at what they use on the box here, because it's a little confusing. Well, not confusing. I'm just being weird about it, but it's pretty straightforward. So you can kind of pick the height that you want it hovering at, which I think is a clever design. Let's go with the medium one here, and then if we want to change it, we can do that. So there's a little ball socket in the middle there, and you just stick one of those in, just like that, and it kind of, fits in very nicely. And as you can see, it kind of just sits underneath there like that. And when I set it down, it does balance pretty well. You got to kind of play with it just a little bit, but I mean, it's got a good center of gravity to it, so no complaints there. It looks great. Great looking carriage, but of course, what I'm most interested in is the Ore. So let's take a look at the Ore here. Let's get our hip Ore out of the box. He's really in there, huh? And they made sure he was in there. Good thing I don't care about the packaging. Ooh, okay. He's got a little bit of heft to him. Yeah, he's got a little bit of heft to him. Let's see, is that the same stand as the speeder bikes? Yeah, it's the same kind of stand where they have the, different heights. But, let's see. Yeah. What if God said bite this Ore? Bite it? You guys are so weird. Garbage is garbage. You heard it here first on Blitz Transmissions. Here he is. Here's the Ore. So it looks like he comes in the plastic bag, and he's got this weird little clear plastic band around his torso there. Yo! Riley Bob, welcome into the chat. You said you want us to restart? Yeah, buddy, no problem. Give me 1 second here. No. But yeah, we'll just take off this this band here around the torso, and then we'll take a closer look at the actual Ore itself. And I have to say, this dude is so goofy, man. I already like him. So I'm such a sucker for like stupid goofy animals, and in Star Wars here. Bro does have the chastity belt on. That's true, dude. That is one way to put it. Let me see. I might have to actually cut the tape on this. Here we go. With my knot knife, my utensil that I use to cut packaging and tape. Ow. But here we go. We got the Ore out here. Look at this guy. I was a big dinosaur kid. I loved dinosaurs when I was a kid. So this is actually really cool. I'm actually really impressed by the amount of articulation they threw into this guy. So hang on here. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Yeah, this guy looks great. Wow. Holy cow. I'm here for it. So, okay, I'm kind of messing around with the articulation. That's kind of my biggest thing I want to know about is the articulation. Let's see. So you can actually get his jaw open pretty big here. So here's his jaw closed like this, right? And then if you want to open the jaw, you can actually open it like really, really wide. The one thing is, oh no, I was worried. I was going to say, like, you can't really bring his neck down. Yes, you can. So it's on like a barbell joint inside. You can't really see, but inside the gap, oh, you might be able to see it. There's a barbell joint inside the gap between the torso, the neck and the head, I guess I should say. So you can really get this guy to look up a little bit. That's pretty nice, but you can also get him to look down too. So that's actually cool too. And he can look side to side pretty decently. You can see I can get that side to side motion there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm here for that. And then obviously you can get that tilt. You can get some attitude out of him. That's neat. Now what I have to say is the articulation on the legs is actually cool too. So I'm so used to, dinosaur toys when I was a kid. At the hip joints, if they had a joint at all, it would be like a swivel, right? So, but these actually are ball joints. So look at how far you can actually splay these front legs out and the back legs too. So you can have them like at the normal, standing position, like a neutral pose for this guy. Or you can really splay those legs out if you want to have them in more of a defensive position, something like that. So I'll be really interested to test out some more realistic looking, mid-stride poses. But he's got some nice wide feet here. You can see they did paint all the little toes. Little toenails are painted there. Jeez, dude. Nah. Now, what do I think about the size? That's a good question. My thoughts are... All right, go ahead and ban 21200 from the chat, Bly. What is the size in relation to the chariot? So here's the chariot and here's the Ore. So there's the chariot and there's the Ore. Lengthwise, they're actually about the same. Lengthwise, but the chariot's just much wider than the Ore. Understandably so, because the chariot is going to have multiple figures standing side by side, right? Whereas the... Yeah, they must get their tails clipped because they have this this little piece on the end. It's a separate piece of plastic, like this little nubbin on the back there. You can see it. Yeah, little nubbin on the back on his booty. But all right, let's. I think he looks great. He feels great. And he smells that nostalgic plastic smell. But yeah, he's even got some like really cool. Now that I'm looking at him closely. Some nice airbrushed spots that are painted on his front arms there, or his front legs, I should say. Does the Ore fit inside the chariot? Oh, dude, we're gonna do all kinds of stuff with these Ores. We're gonna try and make one drive a chariot if we can help it. But yeah, let me see. I bet you we could fit one of these dudes inside the chariot. Yes. So this just in. You can fit the Ore inside the chariot here. So there we go. Let's the queen waves. So there she is. So stupid. I'm gonna have so much fun with this stupid. But yeah, there you can fit the Ore inside the chariot there comfortably. There's even some room. You could probably fit another figure in there. But yeah, there we go. Right? Does the chariot fit inside the Ore? No, it does not. But yeah, this is the sound they make if you didn't know. It's this This is really cool. And if you, I did want to point out too, when I first opened him up, I did notice. Okay, the tongue is not a separate piece, but you can see there's a little like empty space, like a negative zone, in where the jowl and the base of the jaw there. So what we can do is we could take our little piece, the little the bit. Is that what they call it? I'm not a horse girl, so I don't know. But you could take the bit. You can. It actually holds really nicely in there. You can actually get him to completely close his mouth, and he can hold that there. So, unless do I have it upside? I have it upside down. Okay, I thought so. The more I was looking at it, I was like, wait a minute. So there we go. Well, actually, now you can really get him to close his mouth. But this is how. Well, that's strange. Okay, wait a minute. So I think what you're supposed to do. Okay, so keep the reins above the creature and have the kind of C-shaped pieces pointing down. That's the way to do it, so that he can actually hold. So your Geonosian Picador can actually hold the reins. Dude, I gotta say, it's a very impressive release. And honestly, the more I'm looking at him, I don't think he looks too small. We're gonna have to mess around with him a little bit more here, but all right, let's get our Geonosian Picador opened here. Let's see. I know a girl who looked like that. Put Lego Zero in the chariot. Good thing I got him on deck. Oh, he might not fit, bro. His tail might be too long. Oh no. Mama, they're gonna execute me, Mama. I don't want to die, Mama. Oh, we're having getting a little too silly over here. But let's check out the now punched. Does this make it rarer? Does that mean I should get this ASA, CGC, PSA graded now? Because it's an unpunched card. Does that make it rarer? The world will never know. Let them breathe, brother. So let's take a look here. So we get the just the pike, I believe. Yeah, so he does not include the Sonic Blaster, but that's fine. So the pike is a nice length. It's a very bendy plastic here, right? So that's nice, but it's just a standard piece of plastic. It's got a little point here at the end, so you can kind of tell where, you know, they poke and prod the Ores, where they abuse the Ores, you know what I mean? But yeah, let's take a look at our Geonosian here. So other than Poggle the Lesser, this will be my first time handling the new Geonosian sculpt for TVC. So very, very excited for that. But let's check it out. So it looks like right out the gate, he's got both hands have a vertical hinge at the wrists here. So there's no horizontal hinge at either wrist. And it's not swivel wrists. I should say that too. So it's actually better than swivel wrists. What really blew me away about this guy is this decorative piece that he has on the back of his very ornate, I guess I call it his collar here. So he's got this decorative piece here. It looks really cool. It's even got some paint. The gold plastic, you can see, is very malleable. That's good. We don't want these things to be brittle. But, okay, we got to focus finally. But yeah, he looks pretty good. I also think the face paint looks great. He did a great job. He's got his little tusks are painted. He's Italian because he's got circles around his eyes. But, yeah, there we go. There we go. Look at that. That looks pretty good. But, yeah. He's a person, Tommy. It's not... Bradley Bob, I appreciate it. No Ores were hurt in the filming of this live stream yet. But keep showing that. Keep showing it off. I can't get another one. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I could see that. It's the actual skin of the figure is very plain. You know what's crazy though? Check it out. These boys have thigh swivel. That's actually nuts. That's definitely not something the Black Series has on their Geonosian Warrior, which means that I can only infer that the Geonosians from the 4-pack, the Army Builder 4-pack that has yet to release, is also going to have thigh swivel. So this guy's also got like some good range. Look at that. Okay, wait a minute. Look at all that range at the midsection. Holy cow. Yeah, he's got thigh swivel. The ball joints at the hips are great, especially like considering he's got this abdomen that kind of hangs down right here, the skirt piece is actually fixed to the back of the abdomen. So it's loose on the front, which is nice for if you want him to sit and actually ride the chariot. Or drive the chariot, I should say. Dude, this would be such an easy reuse of this sculpt that they made this year. Would be doing the zombie Geonosians from the Clone Wars. But yeah, he's also got the rockers at the ankles. So that's good. Trying to find the best way to show it without my fat hands getting in the way. And he's got hinges at the ankles too, so you can really bring those ankles forward. And look how like straight down. That is really, really impressive there. That's the range on the ankles. Wow. And he's got, so there's no dog leg articulation. So like this joint here does not have articulation, but the knees do. Those have decent range as well. I kind of wish the 4-pack came with at least... Dude, I do agree. I won't lie. When I first saw the reveal, I was like, bummer. No flight stand with that guy. That's a bummer. But yeah, so let's get him seated, I guess, in the wait a minute. Aren't we supposed to have... Oh, no. You're good. I was like, aren't there like alternate pieces for if we want the Ore without the chariot? But so I'll show you the Geonosian on the Ore first. I think that's something that everybody's been talking about, if whether or not the Ore is undersized. So let's see, in the right hand here, the pike weapon fits very nicely. I can tell it's a very snug connection there. It is going to pass the shake test no problem. But hey dude, I think Click Clack would be another great, especially if they do like stuff for the Ghost. I think it'd be a great alright, this is gonna be where Tommy gives a hot take here. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think the Ore is nearly as underscaled as people have been making it out to be. It was also, by the way, very, very easy to get this guy both on the Ore comfortably, but also to get him to hold the reins. Like, that was really easy. So here's the Geonosian on the Ore. And something that I wanted to try out with this guy was, and I know the Hal Runner brings it up here, the saddle. There's some extra pieces that should be on the back of the saddle, like two little kind of like spires, I guess I would call them. But yeah, dude, I pre-ordered 6 of the Geonosian 4-packs for my big display. But like, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, when I saw people posting pictures and saying, "Oh, he's too like the Ore's too small, it's too small," I was like, okay, but like, can we like maybe make the Ore look bigger by extending the legs a little bit? When you have them in more of a taller stance like this actually looks really, really good, dude. I love the silhouette of this. This is actually great. And of course, even when he's got the bit in. Yeah, dude. He looks just like 212 Hunter. Ore does. But yeah, so with the vertical hinge at the wrists, it's nice because when you have a spear weapon like this, you can get him to very comfortably hold it in a relaxed position, the pike weapon. So you can see, like, that's very nice with that relaxed position. This is such a great natural looking pose. Dude, sweet. Oh, and I took it and I threw it on the ground. Hunter Jelligrub. No, that's crazy. Dude, I'm not going to lie, Hal Runner. I think I'm with you, bro. This thing is super fun. This thing is super, super fun. But yeah, like I was saying, like, it's super easy to get the reins into his hand. Even if you wanted to have it in 2 hands, it's very easy to do because the way the thumb is shaped, you can get it to, and I wish my camera was focusing better, but like the way the thumb is shaped, you can get it to kind of sit in the curl of the thumb, and it looks really good. It really does. What a great set here. I'm really a fan of this one. What a great set. I love it. I love the Geonosian and Ore. Look at it. He's even hanging on there. So that's good, yeah. So, yeah, honestly, let's look up a picture of the Geonosians on the Ores, because I do want to see, like, because I kept seeing that. It's the conversation I keep seeing pop up in community and stuff, is like, Oh, it's too small. It's too small. Like, Ore's too small. Let's take a look here. So, Ore, attack of the clones. I throw things off to the side here. Okay, so here is the Geonosis with an Ore here. So, you guys know me. Let's go to Wikipedia. Maybe we'll get a nice big image here. I'll pull this up in a second for you guys, but no, apparently not. Oh. Can I see the image? Okay, there we go. This will be good enough. But let's see. Tommy's Ore sounds like Matt Damon from Team America World Police. Okay. Let's share my screen. Dude, what's wrong with my mouse? Am I tripping out? Okay. Can you guys still see me? Am I lagging right now? What's going on here? Yeah, that was weird. My StreamYard's like taking a dump right now. I'd like to share my screen. There we go. I don't know why that was so hard for my computer to figure out. That was so weird. But anyway, so here is our Ore and Geonosis Picador. So, I mean, really, I'm not gonna lie. I think people were exaggerating a little bit. Like when people say, "Oh, it's so underscaled." I'm not gonna lie, guys. I think you were being kind of cringe about that because this really isn't that bad at all. I mean, what? So his toes they hang down about the shoulders. So maybe his legs hang down a little bit lower on the actual figure. But I would say that the silhouette of this is, let me try and like make myself, can I do this a little bit more evenly? Sweet. So I would say, like, all things considered, like, that's a pretty accurate representation here. Just speaking personally, like, it's pretty close. Like, it's really not that, like, big of a deal. Especially, like, let me lean the head down, get it a little bit more accurate to what we see on the screen there. This is really close, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to not give it to the people that are talking about this being super underscaled, because it's just not. It's just not. But anyway, let's hook him up to the chariot now. Now that we're done with that, so I'll stop my screen share. Get rid of that tab. Dude, I don't know what was going on. That tab was like being really glitchy for me. But whoa, 212th Hunter coming in with the 20 gifted channel members. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shout out to all the 20 people that just got gifted a Blitz Transmissions channel membership. Welcome to the Rancor Battalion. Some of them in there, I see some familiar faces like RMD Collective, Howlrunner Base, Peak Obi-Wan, CT9973, Death by Monkeys in there, Narnar Binks. Wow. Yep. Sweet, dude. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much, 212th Hunter. Thank you to everybody that... shout out to everybody that just got gifted a Blitz Transmissions Rancor Battalion channel membership. Blitz does not have the Geonosis playset. I really don't have space for it. It'd be cool if I got one. Like, if I see one, I would buy one. But, yeah. But beyond that, though, let's see. SW Evan, what's up, GOAT? Yeah, a little bit small. Maybe a hair small. But I really don't think it's that... but I really don't think it's that bad. It's not... I really don't think it's as underscaled as people were making it out to be. So, alright. Let's get... Zero, buddy. Time to get out of the chariot there, pal. Mama, I don't want to go. I need a speeder. Sorry, Zero. You'll have to try that another time, pal. Unauthorized use, you're getting charged, buddy. So, all right. So we have, if you look at these strings that are attached here, you'll notice there are these little gold pieces with these little connectors here on the end. And the way that these connectors work is these will actually plug into some pieces that are on the Ore. So I'll take my picador off the Ore here as I throw things. So the Ore has this little piece here. You can see it. There we go. Sweet, focused. You see this little piece here. This actually comes out. And it's kind of hard to pull out of the figure. So I would be very careful with it because it is certainly small. It's actually, just to give you an idea of how small it is, this is how tiny that piece is there, okay? So definitely keep an eye on those, but it actually exposes this little negative space in the figure, this little cavity in the figure. And I just dropped one on the carpet. Great. What an idiot. I felt it hit my toe, too. All right, well, we might have just fed the carpet monster something nice. I'll probably just check that later with my flashlight on my phone. But what we do then is it's already lined up. So let me just, thankfully, I can use the box as reference on this stuff. This is very nice that they give you like a full image of it on the literally. Good thing this one was going to be with the chariot. Yeah, so let's see. Sergeant Bolts, what's up, dude? Do I think it's worth $80? I'm going to be so real. Yes, I do, brother. Considering the ATRT was 68, and I think that that's worth it at $68. Articulated flight stand. It comes with, well, not a flight stand, but articulated stand, blast effects. Basically, immediately knock off $20 because you got the figure. So this is a regular TVC figure on a card. $20 right there, so you're down to $60. Do I think that this, and well, I guess you would have to knock off $20 with the ATRT as well, to be fair. So it's actually, what, a $48, that's a $48 vehicle, this is a $68 vehicle. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I feel like it's worth I feel like it's worth $60, like $80 all said and done. Like $20 figure, this dude's easily worth, like, in my opinion, 30 or 40. And you get this, and it's basically, it's 2 in 1. You know what I mean? So like what? So $30 for each of these, $30 for the chariot, $30 for the Ore. I would argue, yes, it's worth it. You may have your opinion otherwise. If you disagree with me, that's all you. But I really do. I do feel, especially the amount of enjoyment I'm getting out of this right now. I give it, you know, a lot of things, like, for me, it's like a lot of my, how I feel something should be priced also has to do with my enjoyment. If I think something is lame, then I'm a lot more likely to say, like, if this completely disappointed me, and I thought it was super lame, then, like, I would probably be like, yeah, like, I think this is not worth the money. But I really, to be quite honest with you, so here it is. The connectors are very, very taut. So as you can see, I can completely dangle the Ore from the chariot. These have some great high quality string, like I mentioned before. So I can completely dangle it. I can completely dangle it the other way. Those connectors, they're not even coming loose. The string isn't coming loose. Everything looks good. I really am happy with it. So, yeah. All right, but the question is though, man. Let's look at. So this is what I say. $20, $25, based on what is what I always say to people. Maybe in 2007 it would be $25, maybe, but like I think there's a point where we have to be realistic to like the state of the market. You know what I mean? Like if that's your opinion, that's your opinion. But like, you know, I'm not gonna say it should be a specific price, or, you know, I think it's too I would keep it to, it should be this price or that price. Unfortunately, lots of people are not joking when they say that. So, yeah, it should be actually $5, and it should actually be included in my Burger King kids meal. Darth Bane, what's going on? But yeah, that's my point. Still, I'd say my point still stands. That I think it's unfair in today's market to give arbitrary numbers based on nothing, based on your personal feelings. You know, your thoughts dwell on your mother, your feelings betray you. But let's take a look here. Let's get the Geonosis on the. Let's see. I hope they lower the. I mean, I'm sure it'll go on sale. I mean, let's be real. I don't really know many vehicle sets nowadays that, you know, sell out. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I know you'll enjoy it. I know you'll enjoy it. Please do some goofy stuff with it. If you have some goofy off figures to go with it. Let's see. So how does this guy fit in here? So it looks like what they did to get this guy to fit. Looks like they bend the knees. So they bend the knee and then they extend the ankles forward on the hinge there. So that's kind of how he sits in there. And then again, the stirrups on there are very, very malleable, so you can really get it to sit nicely. And then we can actually get that. Yeah, it's a little jank, I'm not gonna lie. It's very hard to. How is he? Oh, so he's not actually sitting on the seat in the promo photo. In the promo photo, he's literally the Geonosis. He's like hovering above the seat. Dude's doing squats. Let's fix that. Let's see if I can't get him in a little bit more of a more natural pose where he's actually sitting. And thankfully, we have a figure that has some amazing articulation. So, but let's see. Sorry that I can't show you this on screen. It's just be too much hassle trying to hold it up and show it to you. But I think I've got it. This is a much closer to a natural pose here, where he's actually sitting, but on the seat instead of hovering. Oh, jeez. Thankfully, I'm only gonna have one of these guys like this, but good lord. But yeah, there we go. There we go. Look at that. Nice. So now we've got our. So now he was sitting. His butt was connected. But hang on here. We're working on it. We're figuring it out as we go, guys. Okay, maybe if I do this, bring these forward and bring the knees out a little bit. This is a learning curve with this guy here, it appears. A little bit of a learning curve. Let's get that. Actually, we can probably extend the legs out. There we go. So you can actually, his abdomen does make it a little difficult to like actually get the butt in the seat. But you can actually get him to sit pretty decently on there, I'd say. Like I said, the abdomen stops him. But if I mush him down, you can, the feet just get a little bit difficult because of that dog leg. Something that I want to play with. Oh, actually, well, maybe if I splay the legs out with that awesome thigh swivel they included, then, yeah, there we go. He looks a little bow-legged now, but you can actually get his booty sitting on the seat now, as opposed to, you can see he's on the stool. Well, he's just hovering a little bit above it. But, oh, I guess at this point, too, I guess they have the reins just kind of sit on the actual saddle now. So I'll have to take a look at that in the movie, see if that's accurate. But this is how it looks when it's like that, dude. So actually, let me angle this up a little bit. This is how you can get it like that. So overall, I'd say pretty awesome, all things considered. There he is with the chariot. You can have Anakin and Padme on the chariot there. And there he is. Look at that side eye. Bombastic side eye. Look at that side eye. Alright, I'm having way too much fun with this. Let's see. Let's see. Deep discount always has 15% off. There you go. There you go, $68 plus free shipping. Now that's a steal. Ore is cool. Been using my gunship for more Clone War centric focus. Ooh, dude, that would be nice. I would love if they did something like that. John Graber, the space jockey. I missed Graber Fest this past weekend. I'm very disappointed. So why don't we open another one of these guys, huh? Let's open up another Ore. Hip, 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 Ore! But, yeah, I really hoped Riley Bob's comment. Man, how great would that be? What a great build-off to the already amazing... good lord, what is the English language? What a great way it would be to build off the hype of the Republic gunship in the Battle of Geonosis in 2026, than to do something like that and make, like, what if they themed their prequel Clone Wars releases for 2027 around one thing, like Umbara, and they gave us, like, something crazy like Conkrell? That'd be insane. I'd probably poop my pants a little bit. I've given some thought, because if you've watched any of my live streams where I've done, like live reactions, like to Hasbro Star Wars fan streams and stuff, you guys have seen, like, I get hyped when they reveal, like, something as stupid as a clone trooper. And, dude, there's one where, like, I've thought about it, like, how would I even react if I saw Pong Krell? Would I just cry? Like, would I just start crying and leave the room if Pong Krell got revealed? I don't even know how I would react, because I've been campaigning for Pong Krell since I started my channel, like, and even before that on 1313 podcast back in like 2021, you know. So, yeah, would be awesome. Would be awesome. Ooh, Delta Squad would be sick. That'd be sick. I really hope they do a new Clone Commando. Clone Commando 1 Galactic Conquest TVC fan poll. Just saying. July, what's up? Cody and Anakin. I saw Imperial something on Instagram posted. I want to say like Imperial Sergeant or something like that posted on Instagram. Well, you know how, Runner. We don't know what the quote-unquote the vision could be, because quote-unquote the vision could also be Retro Color X-Wing. Okay, well, I was right. It was Imperial Sergeant on Instagram. Yeah, dude, to July's thing, though, I would be sick to my stomach. Shout out, we even got Pong Krell emojis for the channel members here. You guys even have Pong Krell emojis. But yeah, so Imperial Sergeant found one in Walmart. Mine, I saw, who was it? Literally, we're sitting here streaming, and I'm so scatterbrained when I stream. Check your emails, because my Star Wars guys DM'd me while we were streaming and said that he got his emails that his Anakin and Cody packs are shipping. I did not get my email yet about my Anakin and Cody packs for TVC. But keep an eye out, because Imperial, my Star Wars guys on Instagram DM'd me while we were live and said that his are shipping. So, with that said, Geonosis Picador. Oh no, you punched a card. What are we gonna do about the card? Oh no. I love the card backs. I love them. Get out of here, dude. Retro Colors Pong Krell with mini rig. He's so stupid, dude. Literally the dumbest thing they could ever do. Oh, please put Poggle on the Ore. Okay, Poggle is sitting. He's just out of sight, but he's like right behind. He's like right back here behind this wall there. So I'll go grab him. But yeah, so we'll go grab. Here's our other Geonosian. I will say all of the paint apps look equally as good on this Geonosian here. So there's our second Picador, if you will. What an official sounding name for such a dumb character. But let's get this open here. Take a look. We got another Ore. And again, I might, maybe I'll just end up using these chariots as like some terrain pieces when I do my giant Battle of Geonosis diorama. Maybe I'll just use them as like a spot for, like, you know, different characters to like take cover behind and stuff like that. Let's see here. Let's get this Ore free. Hip hip Ore. But yeah, let's take a look here. So, oh man, hang on. I gotta use my utensil that's not a knife for cutting things again. Because I hate the way that they. I don't know why. Oh, now I know why. Now I know why. I was sitting here going, why is there this stupid plastic band around it? It's so that you don't lose the little plastic pieces, the little placeholders, if you're not going to use the chariot. The one that I already lost to the carpet monster, literally on stream. Here's the Ore number 2. Looks equally as based. Of course, he can also give you some side eye here. Let it focus, let it focus, let it focus, let it focus. Come on. Come on. No. Bombastic side eye. But anyway. Ooh, peak Obi-Wan. You should crack open that 8-pack. No. We're going to keep that sealed. Shout out to 212 Hunter got me that. But, alright, let's see. Ashtray for Bly? What? Where is that? But I will check after the stream is over. Yeah. It's gonna be like Legos, dude. Stepping on that thing. Stepping on a beat. But yeah, so here's Ore number 2. Maybe we can have the Ores chilling in Cedar Rapids together. Here, let's get these guys. This is the dumbest. Literally, this is why I love Star Wars toys. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. This might be the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Do I have any loose creatures? I don't think I do. I have the 30th anniversary Geonosis arena encounter, thanks to 212 Hunter. But here it is. This is classism right here. This is what capitalism looks like for Ores right here. The working class pulling the cart. And then we got the aristocratic Ore in the back in the chariot there. What a damn shame. But, yeah, there he is. Waving at all this loyal subjects. And, like, the funniest thing is it literally, you can balance the chariot. Like, I've got it balanced on my desk right here with the Ore in the back. So, it's a pretty solid, heavy figure. But, let's see. What is the gunship starting point where they can... That's what I really would love to see. I'm not going to lie. I would love to see the... Good Lord, what am I trying to say? Oh, sorry, bro. I would love to see the ATTE for 2028. Holy cow, what an idiot! All right, let me grab that Poggle for Hal Runner there. Where is he? He's over here. So hopefully, don't cause a big avalanche. We did not. We got lucky. But here is the wonderful Poggle the Lesser. This dude's incredibly peak. I love Poggle. I don't know why my camera's got such a hard time. But yeah, here we got the Poggle with the Picador. I'd say they scale really nicely together. But whoa, what was it? You wanted to see Poggle? Dang, where was it? Where was it? I just had it pulled up. You want to see Poggle on the Ore or in the chariot? Does the Ore fit? Alright, now we're just having fun. Alright, let me see this. Oh no, Shinhati, General Veers, Dedramiro. 3 mid characters. No, I'm just kidding. Here's the ATRT. I love this thing. One of my favorite releases of the year. I have 2 of them. We will get rid of our driver here. See if we can fit... I don't think this is going to work, but you can't not give me credit for trying. We're going to try and fit Poggle riding the Picador. Poggle on everything. That's crazy. Alright, we'll try and get a Ore on the what's it called? Really, I'm really impressed by how far you can splay the legs, I'm not going to lie. I think it's just his body proportions are just not going to allow him to sit on it correctly. This is about as close as I can get, which, I'm not going to lie, it's actually quite surprising. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. This guy is, like, incredibly articulated. It's, like, kind of insane. But, let's see. Almost got it. I'm, like, so close to perfection here. You kind of have to sit his butt on, like, one side or the other of the back of the vehicle. There we go. Ore on the ATRT. There we go. Oh, shit. But I would love it. I would love it, dude. But yeah, you can do it. It is possible. It is possible. That's why they clip the tail. Yeah, yeah. All right, let's get back to business here. So yeah, so you wanted to see Poggle on the Ore. So let me use this Ore. Let me grab his bit because we're gonna need the bits for all the Ores anyway. Hip hip Ore. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So we'll get... Okay, I screwed it up again. Again, if you want it to be... If you don't want it to frustrate you, have the reins above the creature before you put the bit in his mouth. Because otherwise you're going to have a very hard time trying to get it up and over around his body to get that over there. But there's our Ore number 2. Let's get him in that nice tall position here. What's going on? The hinge got a little stuck there on that front leg. Let's see, Poggle on there. Okay, you might have some trouble with this because he has that back sash that hangs down below his abdomen. So be aware of that. This might actually make it look a little off when we try to get him on it. The other thing is that his hands are not designed. They are completely different hands than the regular Picador has. So it's going to be a little bit different. Probably harder to get him to hold the reins in his hand. He might not be able to hold them in the hands at all. You might just have to get him to kind of... Yeah, that's what I got him to kind of float there. But we can get him with the wings down. It's not the perfect fit, but I have to give it... kind of surprised at how it does kind of work. But here he is. So the Howl Runner, you can kind of get him on there. But you can see he's kind of not on there as nicely as the Picador is. But I'm sure if you mashed him down on there and, maybe heated up the sash on the back there, you could do it. But it is possible. It is possible to get him on there. What was everybody saying? Kids would absolutely love this line if it was actually in stores. Look how much fun we are having. Yeah. 2027 Clone Wars Battle Packs, Pong Krell, this guy on card, Clone Speeders. Build the community? We don't want to do that. Are you crazy? We don't want to do that. Yeah. We need to grow the line by buying figs that aren't in store. And by going up to small children at toy shows and saying, welcome to the community. But, yeah, these Ores, dude. I have another one I could open, but these are so fun. I can't get enough of these guys. I am super happy with these Ores. They're so silly. Like they're such goofy little creatures, and Hasbro really did a good job making these guys articulated too. Like I'm quite impressed. But here he is, just chilling. Just hanging out. I probably can't get him to balance like that, but oh well. Oh, wait. Dude, wait a minute. Hang on. You might be able to get this dude to stand like this. No way, dude. You can get him to stand like this with his arms crossed. He can balance on his back feet. That is so silly. That is so funny. These dudes are too fun. The amount of articulation they have is truly amazing. I'm having too much fun with these guys. But let's put a clone trooper on one for the hell of it. Let's do that. Let me grab you know what? Shout out Conrad Pad on Instagram. He made me for free this custom Denal. So shout out to one of my favorite clone troopers. So let's get Denal on the Ore here, because the clone troopers have some amazing articulation themselves. So we can get Denal on there. Let's see. Yeah, he fits on there very nicely. And we can get him to pose up with that. There we go. Damn, hang on. I'm more so just trying to get him in a pose. I saw Dana. I saw your comment. I'm going to answer that comment. Yeah, this works. Sweet. Yeah. Look at that. Here is a clone trooper sitting on an Ore. That looks sick. Look at that. Yeah. Awesome. And he fits very nicely on there, too. Look at how nicely he's balanced on there. Sweet. And there he is again with the side eye. Ore side eye. Nah. Dude, yeah, that's sick, man. Hashtag do the dwarf. Let's get the dwarf spider droid out in TVC and Black Series, guys. Hashtag do the dwarf. But yeah, so I'm very happy. I'm very happy I got 4 Ores. These things are amazing. Is that how Captain Rex saved Padme? Was on an Ore? Sure thing, buddy. If that's what you want to believe. I was not keeping up with chat there. I was in the custom process of designing a 3D. Ooh, brother. Yeah, I agree. I don't think Hasbro's ever going to release a new one. But, yeah, that'd be sick, dude. That'd be sick. Stu John Jedi. What's up? What's up? See how much fun you're having with the Happy Meal line? I've seen the light, brother. I've seen the light. Yeah. But Dana L. Hunter wanted to know any news on the Geonosis poster. From what I understand, there was a very limited quantity of them that was given out physically at the Hasbro booth at San Diego Comic-Con. You can download it digitally from Mr. Stevie's website. If you want to get it for yourself, you can get the digital version, then you can print it off that way. Other than that, though, I don't think it's ever going to be released. I think it would be really smart if they included it with the HasLab. So, like, when you got the gunship, you'd get the Battle of Geonosis poster that goes with it. But unfortunately, I don't think they're gonna do that. Dude, Mark, what's up? When are we getting an unboxing of the LAT? Brother, I'm counting down the days. I'm hoping September, October, those things start shipping, but I have a weird feeling it's not going to be till closer to Christmas that those things show up. But I'm on board with hashtag do the dwarf. Just saying. Hashtag do the dwarf. Do the dwarf spider droid. Hashtag do the dwarf. But okay, well, I think that's where I'm going to cut this stream. Hashtag crack the lat splits transmissions. You know it. I think that's where I'm going to cut the stream. We had some pickups here. Oh, and let me show this off real quick. I picked up something for myself. This was my gift to myself for getting married and tricking Jen into marrying me. Now, if you guys don't know me, I am not just a Star Wars fan. My other 3 most favorite fandoms right now are Pokemon, Lord of the Rings, and Attack on Titan. I love anime. I love Attack on Titan. And so I picked this up in my pile of loot. I was very excited to get it. This is the Sigma Figma Commander Ervin from Attack on Titan. He comes with his horse. Yeah, this thing is amazing. Hello. So excited about this. Literally, I get moved to tears every time I watch Commander Ervin give some of his speeches, his motivational speeches in the show. So, gotta say, this is something I will not open this on stream. I'll open this and just enjoy it myself. But I have a small collection. Okay, I thought we banned him. What's going on? No, I haven't. I'm a fake fan. I haven't seen it yet. I need to watch it. I do intend to watch it. Yeah, your son has good taste. Your son has good taste. Yeah, I need to watch A Ninth Jedi. I really do. I've been a fake fan this week and I haven't watched it yet. I keep kind of forgetting. I feel like it just kind of popped up out of nowhere. They did not market it like at all. Considering it was like everybody's favorite of Visions Volume 1. I feel like they didn't market it at all. Anyway, but yeah, so we got to cover the absolutely peak Ore. I'm absolutely obsessed with this thing. Easily one of my favorite action figure releases of the year. The Chariot is amazing. I can't wait to put the new Anakin and Padme in it. That looks awesome too. I'm so happy with this set. I'm so happy with the Chariot. I'm happy with everything. And we got to open we had to check out some Black Series figures, and yeah. So with that, I think I'm gonna head out here, guys. So I got to get ready to go to work here in a few minutes. But Of course, as always, check out all the links in the description below. If you want to join the Blitz Transmissions Patreon or channel membership, you can find those links in the description. You can also find links to the Discord. If you want some Blitz Transmissions swag, like this trucker hat, go over to the Blitz Transmissions Armory and check out all my social media. But with that, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for spending some goofy time opening up some Orays. This was fun. Hip, hip, Oray. The Orays are on their way to the collection. And, of course, we got side-eye from the Orays, as always. But with that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll catch you for the next one. And, as always, may the Force be with you.
Breaking off. All units, fire at will. 1-2, pick a target. Too many, Captain. Watch your stabilizer, Gold 6. Anybody cover me. I got 2 vultures on my tail. You've got to hold them here. Watch your left. I can't shake them. I'm hit. Where's our reinforcements?